Hey there, Stan Shields here. Another Network Las Vegas Spotlight. We have our guest speaker today that is Becky Stonebarger from the Beacon Center, and I will be introducing her and bringing her on screen in just a minute. But this is Network Las Vegas Spotlight so that means that the first and third Wednesday of the month, we have our normal Network Las Vegas networking meetings. And those are on the first and third Wednesday, but at 11:30 a.m. If you're not familiar with Network Las Vegas and you'd like to learn more, the links are at the top of the page. Just go to networklasvegas.com and you'll be able to learn more about who Network Las Vegas is. Now, this event is being streamed live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on YouTube. So do us a favor and like, follow, subscribe, whatever the case may be on your platform that you like the most. And come join us for future spotlight events, as well as other events that we may have on our live broadcasts. One of the few things I want to tell you that's coming up is we have a in-person networking event that we do once a month, and it is on the fourth Tuesday of the month. So the next event will be August 23rd at 5 to 7 p.m. and it's going to be at a place that I cannot remember the name of to save my life. It's Craggy Range Sports Bar and Grill. I have never heard of this place, but it'll be fun to go check it out. Craggy, I guess that's how you say it, Craggy or Craigie Range Sports Bar. It's in Henderson. So come check it out. The August 23rd, 5 to 7 p.m. I believe the price is $20. You can go to networklasvegas.com and get the details as well as to register for that event. And again, if you want to come and visit us for a Network Las Vegas meeting at some point, go to networklasvegas.com and come join us for the event. We'd love to have you and see whether or not it's a good fit for you. Again, I said my guest today is Becky Stonebarger of the Beacon Center. So welcome, Becky. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me, Stan.
Absolutely. And so we want to talk a little bit about Becky's business. So Becky, to start off, what I'm going to have you do is maybe do the 30-second commercial to kind of just tell people a little bit about who you are. And then we're going to dive deeper into you and the Beacon Center. How's that?
Okay, great. So thanks, Stan. My name is Becky Stonebarger. I'm the owner and operator of the Beacon Center. We're a 2,200 square foot venue space located over by Allegiant Stadium. We are service for people who are looking to do workshops, meetings, classes, training, seminars, baby showers, birthday parties, weddings, even celebration of life. So four walls located in Las Vegas. And we are here to bring affordable venue space back to our community.
All right. I love that. Affordable venue space, because venues are so pricey these days, right? So tell us this now. The Beacon Center, tell us where it is again and how far is that from the Strip or, other things that are happening and that kind of thing.
Sure. So we're 1.8 miles from the Las Vegas Strip. If you look at from our parking lot, you can see the Excalibur and Mandalay Bay. So we're right in line with that on the other side of the freeway. We are 0.8 miles from the Allegiant Stadium, so within walking distance of Allegiant Stadium, and just a city block away from the Orleans. So that kind of gives you the corridor where we're located.
Very good. Very good. Now so let's talk a little bit more about the Beacon Center and maybe even how did this come about? How did it come about that you have an event space in the first place? So tell us a little bit about the Beacon Center, but how did this come about?
Well, back in 2012, I started a company called Business Connections Nevada. It was BCN. And I was a business strategist. And as I added people to my clients, we formed a networking group. And in that networking group, we had done over $11 million in referrals over a 4-year period of time. And we ran that through 2017. But what happened is come 2015, we were in hotels using hotel space. And we found that they were doubling the price every 6 months. We would get a notice that the price had been doubled as far as for using that hotel conference room space. So out of need, which is how most businesses are formed, I went searching to find a new location for my strategist company, and didn't find anything that would afford me the affordability and be able to bring my own food. And if I wanted to have an evening thing, be able to bring my own alcohol, and have access to it. So I did like most people do, contacted a commercial real estate agent and found the Beacon Center. That was 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years in November, or well, we found it in August. So it's 6 years now that we made this transition and moved everybody over to the Beacon Center. And then what happened was the venue started taking off as an additional stream of revenue, and more and more of the slots were getting booked. And it was apparent that the Beacon Center was going to be a good source of retirement for my husband and I. So he worked his full-time job and I worked for the future and put everything in retirement. And we're happy to say he has officially retired last February. So that's kind of the nutshell of how the Beacon Center came about.
That's a great story. I never knew that. So, so thank you for sharing that. So tell us a little bit more about what's in the center. Is it all just one big room? Are there multiple rooms? I mean, how will people use the place? What's available in there?
So we do have two venues located side by side. So if you picture a building, it's got 2 steps up the building, covered front porch, a door on the right and a door on the left, where it's a private front porch just for our customers, just depending on which unit you're going into. Our largest unit can accommodate 80 people in auditorium, 51 in classroom. We've got everything you need for a successful business meeting. We've got Wi-Fi. We've got a smart TV that you can AirDrop to or HDMI to. We've got cameras installed in the ceilings that you can connect into for streaming or selling e-tickets. There's color changing lights in the ceiling if you want to put a theme color for your business or even a social event and you want to play with the lights with your dancing. You can connect Bluetooth into our speaker system, so you don't have to worry about an audio system if you don't want to have that burdensome of carrying in speakers and equipment. You can just plug Bluetooth right into our speaker system. We've also got a drink cooler. It can be changed into a selfie photo station. So we switch back and forth very easily. We can convert from a meeting to a special event. Next door, we have another venue, and that is a smaller venue. That particular venue is set up exactly like the first venue. It's decorated very much alike and all in sequence with each other. It has one training room that is 12 by 24, and it's got one restroom, but it has all the amenities just as well. So that is and if there's other combinations that are needed, coffees and our event packages, we can do the full-blown decorating completely where it's stress-free. That's liked for weddings. It's liked for celebration of lives. It's customers who are coming from out of state where they want us to just do all the decorating. We can put chair covers on and centerpieces and chair bows and runners and all that good stuff. So it can be from business to party. I like to say from cradle to grave. Okay. Everything from announcing the gender reveal to celebration of life and anything that happens in life in between.
Okay. And so people that rent the space, they're not necessarily renting both at the same time. They're renting one or the other, or they can rent both if they needed both.
They can rent one or the other. Or yes, there's a discount if they rent both.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Very good. So what would you say makes your venue different from other venues?
Well, the biggest thing that I hear is that I allow people to bring their own food and their own alcohol. That
Mm-hmm.
is very unheard of. I have a very big trust system where you'll give me a code and you'll enter with your code. So I'm not there breathing down your neck where you're feeling like someone's watching you. That is well received with the customers. As far as business customers, it's everything you need. You don't have to pay for Wi-Fi. You don't have to pay for parking. You don't have to pay all those extras that business meetings will, facilities will nickel and dime you about. It's a complete package. Come in, plug in, use the center, do your thing, and then lock the door on your way out. And my cleaning company will come in afterwards to do the final cleaning. So for businesses, our larger unit is rented at just $75 an hour, and our smaller unit is rented at $50 an hour for business meetings. That is an unheard of rate, and so that really sets us apart from everyone else.
That is a great rate. That's very reasonable. Wow, that's huge. So, all right. So, how can people find out more about you and or the Beacon Center?
You can contact us on any of the social media platforms. We're very active on Instagram. We've got the Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of those. I'm also on Alignable. So connect with me on all of them. All listed as the Beacon Center. So we're uniform all the way across on our social medias. Our website, I have an amazing web designer, and we spent a lot of time making sure that every answer is on that website. So you can peruse that website. You can find our preferred vendors. We're always looking for great preferred vendors that would work in our industry, especially restaurants that are caterers who are specific, unique, authentic foods. So we have a lot of guests who are looking for those authentic type caterers. So contact us through our website. You can set up a tour there. You can do a 360 video tour walkthrough. Just make sure you go out the one doors and into the other to see both of them. And all the answers are there. But if all else fails, call me. I'll be more than happy. You can click on contact us on our website, thebeaconcenter.com, and you can find emails, phone numbers. I'm very easy to get a hold of, and usually respond within an hour.
Very good. Very good. All right. Any final words that you'd like to share about the Beacon Center or about you?
I just want to thank the business community. I network a lot, and I've had wonderful experiences getting out there and meeting other business owners. The referrals that come back are game changers for my business. So networking is quite important for my business. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to allow that, and invite you and the group to come and hold a mixer or something at my venue.
That is great. Now, you had a question that Michael Morrow asked. He said, how much capacity for a large meeting? Now, I think you did mention that earlier, but tell him again, what's your capacity for a large? He says a large meeting. Don't really know what that means in terms of how large, but
I do hear that a lot as a venue, a large or a small gathering. It's like, okay, more definition. We can do 80 in our main room. We can do 80 in auditorium. That's rows of chairs. We can do 51. We can probably squeeze a few more, but we can do 51 comfortably, with tables in classroom style. Now, our second venue can do 25 auditorium, and it can also do 14 in classroom. And the neat thing about it is if you're streaming, you can stream from one room to the other. So the TVs are set so that you can play the same thing on both TVs. You can stream from one to the other. It's all independent or connected together. So you could break up people in workshops or breakouts.
That is a great option. That space sounds amazing. So I've actually been there for a meeting some time ago. I think Al Jensen did some of the speaker meetings back there, like several years back, right? And so been there. So you're welcome, Michael. So Michael said thank you. We say, all right, you're welcome.
You're so welcome, Michael. And we have, Stan, just so you know, we have remodeled and done some quite a few upgrades since you've seen us last. So please, let's connect.
Sounds good. All right. Very good. So Becky, thank you so much for jumping on. We appreciate you sharing more about the Beacon Center and your story of how it came about. That's a great story. Love it. And so hang with me, but we'll be right back. I'm just going to finish the broadcast here for us. And for those of you that are watching, and again, the Network Las Vegas is the website at the top of the page. If you go there, you'll find not only our meetings, but there are tons of other networking opportunities that are around the city, around Las Vegas. So go there and look at what some of those are. But come join us for either the first or the third Wednesday of the month. As well as maybe join us at the monthly social. It will be August 23rd, 5 to 7 p.m. And that will be, again, in Henderson. And you can get the details at Network Las Vegas up above. So once again, we appreciate you for watching. Thanks, and we hope we'll see you next time.